at this point in time, make us a baby a meti wo you me kura ketwe. Ohwe Ghana fo a ye before me nkasa Ghana fo nkwa. Before nam ha atọọchị no. Anya asem ketwa.
Sa afọ mutrim.
Afọ mutrim. Because what betina kroma bosume miensa bosume nine. Unya adwuma papa bi a enye. Asa wudidi. Asa odisika kofie. Wo yire ne mouth wo fie a asa ohwe wo mo. Aha why na wo frɛ no? Ya ka say bi no mo start say bodero in ye den. We woke up. We have to look at all sides before we make this journey here. And to say first, I'll bet me do airport, or be betting me abe fawa bet nani fee. And then who no be pain because Yankasans ye need to buy within ourselves, They say no being yes, for free. And if you say I didn't look at US tariffs, I affect you obia, so affect you waha, I affect Ghana for so. I affect you obia. There is no safe haven per se. It were Abrokyire. So Ghana na wo ye wadwuma no ahwe so aye no waye ni ye.
Hi there. My name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to a month of new possibilities. Do you know why life has been made so easy? It's because of Taptap Send. People, Taptap Send is here to make your life easy if you want to transfer money to Ghana, if you want to transfer from USA, if you want to transfer from UK, Europe, Canada, a lot of places all to Ghana. And guess what? When it comes to Ghana, there's no e-levy charge. So, what are you waiting for? Download Taptap Send on Google Play Store and App Store and be ready for exciting offers coming your way each time, every time on Taptap Send.
Taptap Send. Send more, spend less.
GHW 1642 Concord printable intercooler engineer. Back 16 daily also worldwide. You on the internet. Me coding come me coin me Canada. Me coding come Canada mene. Nana ya boa metane ni show pa but oba show no so ache. Mene ni coding come akra. Taptap Send se men kancha mo say o UK, o Europe, o Canada, o America, o Australia ana o UAE a ubetimi amanesika abre wadofo e wo Ghana. Enti de tie ni ko Play Store ne App Store na download Taptap Send. O download Taptap Send na o fill forms kitu e be bisa o promo code chene so na type SVTV. O manesika efi UK a ubenya bonus. First transfer ubenya £5 bonus. O Europe a ubenya €5 bonus. O US a ubenya $10 a year bonus. Inti download the Taptap Send. O Play Store ne App Store na manesika ebre obushia for now for ne adofo e wo Ghana. Ejuma pasa me kancha mo say unya artisans, styler, painter, plumber, steel bender, electrician, carpenter, auto repairs ne ade a ejuma pa se me kancha o say ko on website www.ejumapa.com and on contact number and our screens no so no ubetimi from o Abrokyire o pese ye project bi wa senisika be fie sa manfo di usika o now for ebusuan for ejuma pa se fa project ne form so on be yama na chese na uko request ya omepe obi na waye wujuma na ma baby your project no Ghana bia no trust ejumapa insa no ejuma opese usua IT course number 1 Slam Technologies through cyber security any other IT programs. Slam Technologies omo obi wo Ghana sa so no omo obi nso wo USA ohia Slam Technologies contactor on numbers the good screens no from CCA na chese kosua cyber security and other programs. Slam Technologies number 1. Ohia Airbnb wa Accra Parry group of companies I mean kanche mo say omo 3-bedroom fully furnished Airbnb ewo Dansoman Estate. Sasu no more 1 and 2 bedroom apartment ewo English amount from near Westers Mall. For a Parry group of companies, numbers na screens no uhia baby a Obako da anasa obako jojo ho a for a party group of companies. Nana, emo akwa obako there.
Medofu bibia boko yekita mun kakra akra.
Meto nka che. Ayeso
Eyampa.
we mi ba kwa mambisa no.
There be me yi wo ba ko ma we. There be. Ye nyina ye adwuma no but it's different aspects. Aha.
I
But
know.
before we even start, Mamenka say mo ni adwuma yo, because the stories that come onto your platform no are very necessary stories. Aya na your friend is saying, yeah, you know who say obi beka say we obi asem emfa me ho, but asem bi aniwa ewo wiase a obetimi aka say emfa ho bibia efa ye ho. So Senia Mekaya, your platform creates that opportunity for people to tell their stories of a experience. Otibia no aye da wonso afam aba now they abo obra. Nia obeti asema wa amfam aba amfa mbo ne bra no. Naturally so no ano na wiase no. Excuse me to say, useless ne ho.
Medase. Nana. Medase. Nana, what Canada idea? Indi Canada nkomo.
Yo.
Nene, ade a mepɛ sɛ bibisa o wakyɛ wɔ akwantuom but nkɔmmɔ no deɛ mene bebree di nkɔmmɔ nanse a mabɛyɛ yɛ videos bi ɔma ɔmaba Canada wonim sɛ Canada mo bebie mo borders no mu kakra nti Ghanafoɔ bebree bɛgu mu sisi amate sɛ mo ato mo sɛ dɛn sɛ ɔma yɛ tight kakra as in compare 3 years ago ne adeɛ nkɔfoɔ bebree baeɛ ba ɛyɛ ana meka asɛm baako sɛ menka nkyerɛ obiara sɛ ma obi ntu kwan akwantuo yɛ mmea me sa kasa akwantuo bie nipa ani but before obetu kwan no ɛdɛn ne dɛn na ɛsɛ wote ase you need to know sɛ mekɔ obi manso nipa ne manso na mekɔ no mefi me kurom ɛna mekɔ obi hɔ ɔmo cultural shocks wɔ hɔ nyama bebree makɔpase turu nyama bebree ɛyɛ ana mpɛn bebree no ebia wonim obia wɔ hɔ wonim wabusua wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ different but wonim obia wɔ hɔ enyama ɛsɛ wohu ansana wotu kwan yɛmu bebree ne yɛn find out yɛte ane sɛ Canada ebiem epɛ connection ewrem wie a na efe deɛ bebree na complain me few ones edi nkɔmɔ me hu bi other ones a ayɛ sɛ ɔmo regret ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛfie ɔno wɔ fie no ayɛ sɛ similar like ɔmo wɔ fie na obi kɔ hu biribi no ɔka ɔmo pay attention but all they say ni sɛ hɔ nyaade na wɔ ɛba saa na the only thing na sometimes make an say see the reality no na hu sɛ grounds no say na tie sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a no in future na wokɔtɔ biribi hu say a uncomplain nti wowakyɛ wɔ membisa wo akwantuo no yɛtu kwan a dɛn na yɛsi ehu Abrokyire wakyerɛ mu akyɛ ɔhɔ te sɛn.
Yes, I'm going to use this example, which is Ene. I got a call, and say about 3 or 4 months ago, I got a similar call. Nipa no enya visa when you swear ebese into your pese oba, and I'm saying not a problem. There's no problem with you wanting to travel, but opesa wobano. What's your accommodation? What's your transportation? What's your didiemu? What's your healthcare? Because ufi Ghana and waba obi krum. Obano, have you looked at all these things? And now say woba abeshie obiso for the person to take up this bill. Obano so no ehifa pote in a woko. Because many Ghanaians sometimes ye backroom hana ye sheda ni mobia ni ayede ya be pie hanom. And now so people hot you see bra mejo inso bedu airport no obede your city. Because nipa nanka san baby oti onu no hu ne ho ano. Enu wasa ayede o se bra And I want so feels that what the person is saying is actually true. It's what the nanuechi aba. But because we don't ask critical questions and we don't prepare ourselves properly, Oba, no abeye homeless. Oba, you develop mental health issues. Oba, uninkrata wo dey call hospital. So many things here then. Yeah, most especially ye be a man for the visa e buy e for person almost visa no na wo mo ye de omo de ye adwuma omo de ye say wo mo claiming refugee status. And that's why I said, oh, yes, refugee status. Wo fi Ghana. Ye nyina ye nim say Ghana within the West African belt, a relatively safe country. Oh, yes, sure, says our refugee status, no. Now, see, the ma won so now we see menyan krata me ba Ghana. And this is the mistake some people make. Now, obi awaji refugee status or see, oh, me ba Ghana. No, ba Ghana directly.
Oh, and I make last and I mean, almost interview, almost person, almost ban, and I say, so bagana, not just say, because in Crawford, Nangasan, and ya dear, a drew DNA, a drew DNA, and Nangas, Omunji, and ya only say, yeah, college, only in that. And I want us to train my say, and your mouth, no saga, so baby, I know, say, baby, contact me on my beefy. I'll soon invite some of them on my show. I'm call Canada, on my beefy baby.
Yeah.
So now, who could you do say be a tata or now crew my but what's about from Hono? What's about fees 20? Omonomo.
Yeah.
All right, no one system in place. I'll see a tata. What's about direct?
Mm.
So,
Say acquaintance no. Iye say wo said bi wo be school e wa ha. International school fees so ena form. The wo so be school wa ha na wo de no afa so ayo a no a different story. But yes when ya visitor no waba na o pese wo beat system no. Ekrom ha your friend is wa environment winter here. Most people get seasonal affective disorder. SAD. You get depressed, anxiety. Wa hu ne ekosokra wa brabo mu. But sebio yari ayama ni dini. Ebi dia so bad say ye den. Wo moda edro so because ewie ni ho. Awon so wom untimi nko baabia. It does affect nipa bebre wa ha ebi before abrofo ye nyina affect ye. So sometimes we don't think about all these things. Finances, finances. How are your finances? How are you going to survive? Se wunya adwuma yeta. How are you going to survive? O the visitor you so na eba ya. Who say visitor no what do you mean find adwuma? Untimi mfa anya adwuma wɔn a wɔn timi eba krom ha a wɔn yɛ ayi no wɔn nkrataa ho nsɛm nha wɔn no yɛ sɛbio na high net worth people deda ɔno no ba wabɛtɔ dan wɔ ha ɛno de automatically yɛyɛ dɛn wɔn nkrataa no woni ho asɛm because yɛ wodi sika boom na aba abɛhyɛ economy no but for you and I pepe bi di no deɛ. It doesn't work that way. Inti ya no mo so ne ye den ye suffer bebre. Ye suffer bebre. At this point in time, make us a baby a meti wo yi makura ketu yi. O hwe Ghana fo a ye bibifo me nka se Ghana fo nkwa. Bibifo nam ha atoche no. Anya sem ketua.
sir, I form with him.
Afo wo mutim. Because what betina kroma bosume miensa bosume nine wunya adwuma papa bi a enye ese wudidi ese odi sika kofie wo yire ne ma wo so ofie a ese ohwe wo mo aha why na wo frɛ no why na wo frɛ no every month nso wo ye dey wo tua wo rent every months is who your rent. Into the living situation wahano. Obia opeso to quite a Abrokyire biano has to understand say aha ain't say Ghana. Aha ain't say Ghana. Sabio kwesi broni pe. In the was setting the chrome the way opesa or setting the chrome. We're putting infrastructure and structures in place. One building kroyi amayen or building ma on one kasa no. The abrofwe fa egu abontina wo munso wo madwene etochi a who say ye pese ye hwe ye de first and say ya hwe ye before. But you feel say Abrokyire ye heaven nearby. Sometimes the heaven is actually hell. Enti uhwe yi wo kotro to abontene so a mi kodi dwana sometimes mi hu ye nkrofo ya nkankan wo ma be ya abesiri wa no mo ne hu nkro ne ba wo na mi nim o mo den mi hu o mo sesi a mitimi hwe mo sa mi si abraboni because baby a wo mo hye no ehwa na wo mo hye wo mo ampie anko baby a ehwa na wo mo hye 20 years after, or Moshaho, 30 years after, or Moshaho. Swatemase. Ain't it so be too quite abba Abrokyire mesremo. I think so. What you need to do is to do your research. Country America, what are some of the challenges there? How am I going to cope? What are my resources? And yes, I will fit it na oye no abba. Because the system itself here is overstretched. Enti men share woma wom wom deda na foforo no ne yesa ba behwe eno ane se ye bie mu a ye abibi 42 Queen Street wom deda abontene because maba ye nya ba bia amfa mungu eni abibifo no nso so yankase yesu bai no ne ye nhwe ye ho because enya ye nko other communities also came. But those other communities took care of their people. But here before, no, we were not taking care of our people. Until Yaka say Binomo started say Bodero in a day. We woke up. We have to look at all sides before we make this journey here. And to say first, I'll bet me do airport, will be betting me a fawa bet nani fee. And then who be pain because yankasa so ye should buy within ourselves, They say no being yes, for free. And if you say I didn't look at US tariffs, I affect you obia. So affect you waha, affect Ghana for so. Affect you obia. There is no safe haven per se. It were Abrokyire. So Ghana na wo ye wadwuma no ahwɛ so ayɛ no wayɛ ni yie so wo side hustle bi na be pencil aka ho a no wayɛ den no wayɛ aka ho
ade ba kwa ya meka wo ha de bia ne se me ma observe bibi se saa nyama obobo so nya ye hu bo nse me ne bi kasa o se na kro e de obia oneba crunch ya obia mfiu nkwa my lonely social life ne wo ha no mo ho ne difference anyam adnama one thing na you pay attention say how pia obehu nkrofo market trotro anyway kasa area for nkola di agro anyway kasa no eya ye nim se sa anyama no ebi nim ho mo ho ne different nti oba na obehu sa de na shock back no eno nso ha ye ho
and no hard and I'm going to tell you this they say sometimes how a chrono is presented, right? You find the marketing of Canada. How a chrono is presented. You bet you some bar scene, you bet you CN Tower, you bet you Niagara Falls and Crawford alcohol, you bet you different aspects of a chrono. Yes, but Sawuba chrono, you have to create your social life. You have to create your friends. One create say now, won't me ain't na. So who expect to say Ghana obi ba be ball pro ne wa betena se anase wo twam obi ne wo bon komodia enie enye yi. Me te o me neighbor ba ko ye broni ba ko ye ayi Indiani. Me hu omo. I don't normally see them. Obi wo ho abroni no hu a otimi ye te se nia o hu. Na me suma ye te se nia me hu no. Se nani hia manim na ohu so otimi ntani a. No aye high. Na me suma ye high. Me Indiani no neighbor no o twa ne grass a baby I walk it to abi otimi twam half. Metimi sere saa nso me twa me ya da me twa ni nyina na nse no asua se me twa o twa so no so twa ni nyina bi so me twa no ma twa ni nyina. It will say Abrokyire no aha no different cultures nso ayeden abehia. Womo mo pe nipa, womo mo pe nipa. Womo mo pe womo nkoa womo ho abrofo nkoa, ene womo mo pe womo ho India fo nkoa. Ena ye me nso ameda mu yeden bibini. Inti there's a difference, but you got to understand it. You have to create your own your friend is say way of living. If you are used to, and this is for wama wamu enyini ansana wamu tukwain abano. If you are used to Ghana kind of life, this socialization now, it will be difficult for you here. Unless it says that you would say crofimfni say Toronto na and ye or china ye outdooring ye party. Now beka se wu kobia and no dear na you still get some form of Ghanaian socialization. Uyoti na uti wo barber shop when you have some form of a Ghanaian socialization. So uboti so and when you have some form of a Ghanaian socialization. But aside from that, dear, if you happen to live outside, you have to create your own. And even if you live inside now, how long can you maintain this Ghanaian socialization? What do you want? And it comes back to the mindset. You have to ask yourself, what are you looking for here? Is this the place for me? If it is not, don't get crazy here. Remember, if it is, then plan on how the steps you're going to take to get to where you need to get to. And you have to adapt. You see, adaptability is one thing that many Ghanaians don't think about. Sometimes, but we still so Ghanaian, we have not adapted to the changing Canadian system. You have to learn to adapt to it. But if it is not for you, it is not for you. Because otherwise, there's a lot of mental health issues. Abodan for bebre waha o mashe coat in a tie. O mashe coat o ma abotai. Abodan for bebre wahano. But because on a nehun na honinti wumbu.
Wow.
So yes, yeah.
And what's my okay, say? A lot of us now ye to climb back Canada no. Or Canada, anytime you use Canada, but it can be other country, but in Canada. The brain say you be better your life. You be pisca. Ayana me can say omo Ghana. I realize omo Ghana. No mo yo mo bibi. Na anyes omo chiro mo no. Omo jaho no omo ba mo wa omo regret it. As compared to Obia no Ghana na ono de ono ni few 1,000 Ghana kro onyi bi. So ono nya akonya no be rem. Ebusua bi na be fa no. Ana true aware bi ana true bibi na obe rema. Ono no starting edwuma bi ni ade a some kind of enije bi wɔ ne mu ba omo ano mo bibi a obi amenga so mo hu sika pen no obe rema na I regret it. Wow, service ade.
It is there, really. And that is one thing about human nature. Nipa ankasa hindsight. That is one thing about human nature, because we think the grass is greener on the other side, which is Canada. Okay. Into no sen wedua ne garden otimu aduane idi. No, you okay. Na office Canada garden no eso se me de. Ɛhɔ no oba a obetimi aduane kakraka no wati ni bebre no aye den ni wadi. Na oba ye no na obehu se there's a garden yi. It looks really nice, but wa ubemu a then crofo egum any challenges any ade no enya agro anka me amega de na me wo fie no me ye ne kakra tre mu a it is better than aha no aha garden no wa be ye obi akoa like farmers na yedi wo mu fi Mexico, Jamaica ni ade ibeye adwuma ewa ha no wa be ye obi akoa na ono no wo ye den wo tete no ma tro teku sa tro teku no answer na nsabeka sika no abai na nkasa agi mu taxes CPP age EI age whether EI no qualify o unqualify o wo mo de eka ho ye age. Enti odi wuti be hyem a wo be ye adwuma yi nyina na wo be ba fie no na wa say enti 12 hours a mekọ hustle ye we pe na me de ba fie enso wuti fie na nka wa wo ye wefo na nka wo ye den enne se opa na wokọ wotiti a sika na ye den eba wa wo botom aban no me nim Ghana buying taxes, but your taxes are it wouldn't be as ridiculous as taxes are but each country be an the systems are was set it up. Obi a who be crowd that the on your buyer will be to heaven. Ain't it?
Omoka heaven only obi do heaven bi onya otete ni sika bi no onya 800 600,000 on your say no dey organ and no sushi on onya hwe nti ono do abewrem dia.
This is where foresight comes in. Bemena wabedu heaven 800 edu betina baby ewo ekronum wanya wuntimi ntutu fi hoda baby abesha na abeshe za 800 no ubenya no amia wani na sabio so ampe skills bi anka ho a obeye den obeka ho enti obi a wo Ghana kura na munyina mu wo the same yi onya adwene si okay ma menwene how to make more money ma menwene what I can do creatively and I say yi na osha ase a otimi start farming otimi start bibi kakra bi na or hustle ohwe san crofo na 5 years the cry in between ni oti Ghana na ye say ni owa Abrokyire obeka say midi Canadian dollars so be hwe ba bi oda kra na they say Toronto abontine so sometimes so kwa obi apartment 2-bedroom apartment no nipa na apartment ni ya ne dia no or the 2 bedrooms na rent eno no sitting room no eno odi eho no aye ono no room
Ade
because ne board ne ain't so finding ways and means to be able to pay. And microphone so intimate the full one. So what you see?
Ada abrabo no extra time bi o baby ana and I know an ebo no.
And 1 year born, we have 24 hours in a day. It's how do we utilize it?
Extra time bi o baby na obetete sa for how long obe I say o ma o ho kire wo sa.
As we're talking about this, and this brings me to a very vital AE. Osha say African Americans, Idjane US, Aba, Ghana. Shesanya wa mu ba fie. Na kire se bibi wo ho. Na kire se ye wo bibi intia na wo mu ye den wo mu ba fie. En wo mu ba fie no so ahu. Ni ayeye be hia wa ha si ye nya ye frɛ ne se wo kwa wo nkwa hye fie wunye obi ne nkasa ne ade no. ono ne ti si play o si play mu si ye akwaba no kura ye beje ne so e wo airport no wedu fie
And then me
inti te ye dwane afi Ghana aba abonten a esi ye very careful because by the time I be realize no na Ghana kro no enye ye ndie bio
me boy post video bi na me chance on it. Also we hu broni oton suya ene won e wo se circle se oton suya enam and I say anyone there are so many reasons into or yes but unim
na meka chiro say broni ya auto nsu ye number 1 psychologically no or you very happy because nipa eba obia ne kasa
on the nam social life on the nam as a station on nam mu na suya
oh
on nam
yes it's no oh you happy number 1 oh you happy number 2 what shall see so oh yeah suya ordinary ube wane se wa ye den wa kope table ube wane se wa kope restaurant onam hokwa our plan. And that is the difference between nkrofo a wo mko wo manim and nkrofo a wo motena faako. It's planning. If you don't learn to plan, then you plan to fail. And you're planning. Inti nipa no na mo no ye you know within 2-3 years ube hu no wo baby fufro. Oh yeah no bi hu na social media advert ni ade. Ube hu ane so be ka so I want to partner with you. I will invest in your business. And so Ghana ni betina se aka so me de me ferry. Me I cannot do it. Me say me ya ya bua uja ni ame. Say your fresh chop background na me ya me ye. It doesn't matter to me. But the fact is say I am working. Se brodo na uja me say me nto a meto. It doesn't matter say me ye nurse wa hanom na me It doesn't matter. It is the mindset.
yeah another thing I mean who say my observing say my kasa de so say you bebre ni skill bia and two omo a many omo ye interviews omo tu kwan me come omo outside ebi o school anase odru ho no oye top up bi oye courses bi or skill ba oye top up ye courses bi anase o school and okra some skill bi no they don't complain.
And then me say antecedent no
Me say they don't complain now. And they don't complain as in different from omo mure mom some ko hustle only I say sasa mo American I say yeah I work Ghana still like complaining of inhuman no majority no bebre no ye need skill bia and ye nim the epese ye so the same thing now ko no the same thing that Saudi America from Ghana han bebre no ye complain ye need skill bia.
and for your viewers that are watching, and that's what I'm coming to say. When saka with data na, and then I would share.
And I say
YouTube,
in say one of the YouTube and TikTok or
University of YouTube. Ewo
oh,
there is nothing under the sun as a YouTube obeden. There is no skill. I will say woshisha. It was YouTube so. Obi bisa me question say, I think I was talking to you about Nipa me kachira and say on Sunday American Embassy your friend is saying letter no email no yes or shisha obi amana ye ne den aboa no. And the question is, do you have access to a cell phone? Yes. You have data? Yes. You have Google? Yes. Google the damn thing up. There is an email there. So we need to change our mindset that we are going to look for somebody to help us. The internet is there.
asama okay ma kai say enen na nsa o say nra No na abrante bi message me say Schengen visa itimi kɔ Mexico ana say itimi kɔ obo country bi. Mexico one obo another country bi. But the phone na on say na den say be research. A simple thing no. Or the or beside me so Schengen visa no betimi dey kɔ Mexico betimi dey. It's okay na on the phone is sending me WhatsApp. But I dey way no obetimi about Google Schengen states. No 26 and 27 countries are Schengen visa nitimeko. But once I'm clicking no into oba no for me to type plenty no I will not type plenty. So I just Google the Schengen states and I'm screenshotting am the man. And if you say thank you, but I deal with obetimi bibia ask Google, ask just everything is online. But
You see, that is part of the reason why many people get into difficulties because we don't do the research ourselves. Anka onye na onye day, or you're confused or say, bra, me check ya de na mentia siye. No, then we're taking the first few steps and then you elaborate. But when no person no who feeding no. This is where say if you do wrong information
Me can't say to me, no, no, just okay, no, call Mexico because my man the wrong message, wrong
one man the
information.
wrong message. Exactly. So then the America say wait, this head it is no different from Brony dear. The only difference is how we decide to use it. How we decide to use it. And yet na nipa be spoon feeding. But rather no, we should start thinking outside. Do the first few steps. When you get into a bind now, then you seek for help. But don't expect to be spoon-fed. That is our problem. Spoon feeding. Yepe spoon feeding too much. Yepe shortcuts. Obinya juma no non kan chire. And this example, no me call a sorry program bina the person that was speaking first or no or financial planner, financial educator. All man the Canadian finances specifically for immigrants near Mame for na timu no ne omu bisa ne say oh into on your way. I said that's not how it works. Okachiro say to way ya na ukoto na anye ya oba be blame so wo na okachire nso onkoye rather than say obetina say no wetie all the information no wakoye ni research and as we book appointment no ne na kotina say aye research no na kwadwene ho aba back na aka say okay I think this is best for me ye pe spoon feed kachire me ni amenye na DJ nyame sweetheart me catch you say you jump over a bridge and fall into a river. Will you just do that? That is exactly what we do. And that is why many of us fall and get hurt.
Ma bebe misle unya akonya tukwan Canada yeye tukwan bra Canada yeye tukwan bra waka awka no tra no say ye oji say onya say any information in your do ama ono waka no tra.
And that's the question I ask.
Into wono or catch ono then further information I'll get die.
That is the question I ask. So nipa na also when your visitors visa na opesobano. Has the person thought about accommodation? What thinking about Adriani Obedi? And what thinking about your friends transportation from A to Z? Yeah. Me auntie be friend with that and I nipa no me ne kasa and I say, have you thought about all those things? In the mind, I was going to provide accommodation. Now, if it's family, direct family, it's different. But I don't know you. I'm going to provide you accommodation. Me will guest bedroom. Me demand for free. Na ma feed you for free. Na me tia hydro for free. Na me tia water bill for free. And then you leave and go for free. And who is to bear all this cost? Na me send you. I no send you. But this is the bill. If you are willing to pay, I can give it to you. And half of the time, I don't hear from anybody again. And that's perfectly fine. Because
you free things. Well.
that is it. And that is why in Crawford Bebre, who be day, because Wobano tro ni teku in shede new bottom. And you are coming into a country, nipa na babet na nesono, or tia mortgage and also tia rent. Or missing one payment, I ask them. Or missing a hydro payment, I ask them. Or missing an internet payment, I ask them. Pay a pilot, Ghana, dear, so card and a son, a trim and a trim. When is card the better out sumu? Now, how better not sumu in during winter? I will hear a year friend say, gas near there, a heat to fear. You can't do that. The systems are different.
Maybe some question me answer na jump about we should not be calm about. Omo you okay. Omo you bibia. Ye catch omo say oh Abrokyire say omo ja bebre. Omo ba no information, no research. Stress obe film. Oni nyama okodi edru. Canada na wo yin su Canada. Me di bi mu akasa wa omo mo hwe de bi omo nim. De di edru. Frustration obe film. Ejuma kra omo nye ejuma nye. Obi na obefra o say we you must resume nye then now the core then skill now the core then now the core and most important,
That's a very good question. Number one, you also have to I understand, say, Wufi Ghana or Bano, whatever skills you are coming in with, Chrome Hano, it was the skills it's looking for. And immigration changes it accordingly. Internet, Yebeka to us that these are the skills I'm looking for. Or China, Yebeka said we are no longer looking for these skills. I met a Kenyan couple. Mano near see a agric. Into a school for agric. Right in the middle, no, in our government in this side said here so the list, so he has to do something else, and they have to find money to do it. And they were perfectly okay in Kenya. Ain't he? I asked a cromano, you dangle the carrot in front of you. Now, said there's a long rope attached, and then odi asa ahuma. If you are okay, Ghana, now we are wejuma, now we are didi, and are able to save, and you have your own home. Don't leave that peace of mind to enter into hellfire.
But I almost say heaven, no one say hellfire on.
At this point in time, it is hellfire. Stop. Yeah, 30 years, it's because of strategic planning. And because we looked at how Abrofono life, probably was earlier and strategically planned. So we have time. 20 years, 30 years, and I said 10 years, it's a long period of time to plan. So time was on our side. So Woma mobile chrome had then and uses that time now I'm planning. It is late. Well, no, it's never too late, but you still have to plan. Into who be say, we are Juma wa Ghana. You are pretty good. You have your vehicle, you have your house, you're able to take care of your extended family. Any idea? Oba, ask yourself, where are you going to live? Number one, baby, Oba makes a difference. Oba now get to now, it's like, there's a problem. Oba now get to know how are you going to get out of that area into a better area? Ain't who said you don't just you don't just get financially okay overnight. That is why some of the youth want to hear financial advice for immigrants as well, because we always have a problem financially. Onu ninya sika so nya 800 and also nya 900 oye den sika ni bi kofi. Emergency savings oni bi wa hanom. Bibi to ni sesi a ofrefre nipa se yen de nipa meboa no. In this hot economic climate. So if you have a job doing, abosumi unya usika. Ghana o plani ye na unya loans na wa mutiti fi aketua no aketua mukra. Utimi de talk wa ufie iwofie. If you are able to save 20,000 USD and I say Canadian and I say 30, how the be sankra te nyina na ode atu kwan. How many of us have that kind of savings in a year?
Maybe a guy be interview be a man in here and say I'll call you and maybe say so share the Canada system net year. How long? No, so person 60,000. No, I buy a business or Ghana. No, I buy settle. No, I buy business for Ghana. And I'm saying like a crowd what name or call and check a crowd what name. So share the Jumo yeah up and down double movement of Boboy. A bit taking how long? No, the Benya system. It bet me they say $60,000. Only me yes, oh boy. Oh, yummy. If I take it 10 years, I saw what $60,000. It's heavy. Wow, like seriously, 10 years. Because yes, Obibeka say, who says so? Obibeka says so. Be the 6 months, benya. It depends if I know. Or no, me kasani. Or no share. Ejuma about two jobs under 2 jobs. No. Oh, who knows? I bet take it 10 years. I saw or bet me the service state. I'm saying yes, idea. Or bet him for 10 years because $60,000 no pay fee and the 10 years of bet him. So these are the reality from on side.
The question he should be asking himself is it worth it? Or should I make some adjustments to that expectation? And also, no, or the beye juma wofia, what kind of a juma? Do I need that amount of capital? Or I need skilling and resourcefulness? Because sometimes the dollar sikanope in yeshe, but the skill.
And in the end, you know.
And when the end,
you say, what in me alcohol slack piscan. One start to be wow business, no name business name.
So you don't have any business skills.
Oh no, go for capital. No, but so be starting business. What can your capital? So be starting business. Business won't start the own senate here. Into Sikano. Ebe because untiase.
And that is what we'll call a fool's quest.
Anytime me encouraging for say start be being kakra kasa wo tiase na unya capital no the shema because you understand the ups and downs a womb. But see, into business if you Abrokyire by maybe a business no scanash because on tiase beginning no obi oye business be success beginning a call form is it kind of call form omo be farm na me omo kasa o say nisika omo so omo show me videos bia no beti ase me guy be kasa yo coconut
yeah
right okay o ton ne ka go be farming scanish or sanko biom.
You
That
see,
time,
when it comes to business, it takes about 2 to 3 years. Your first year is challenging. Ujaya, that means washing. Your second year will be equally challenging. Your third year, you learn from your first and second year and you make adjustments to it. So when there's expectation, say, me kita 60,000, me go yes, our business, now boom, and 1 year, I'm going to make lots of money now. That's a fool's quest. It doesn't work that way. And that is where I come back to strategic planning, because we want to start big and not small. And that is a problem. You start small, you make your mistakes small, and then learn from those mistakes and build. So you plan for the 2 years. This is what I'm looking at. So 2 years, I go right now, go left. Then you know why it's going left. And it's like, okay, is it good going left or not? If it's not, how do I center it? You make those adjustments. Or third year, you know what to do better. By the time I'll be 5 years, when you will MBA in business, you did not go pay school thousands of dollars, but you have life lessons to do the business. And that is the biggest mistake. We always want to do things big. Start small. Until how a person 60,000, 10 years.
60,000, 10 years. 60,000, 10 years, or 10 years, 10 years, they will do.
When you are here, and so Ghana and business 5 years, at least minimum 3 years and up. Why your mistakes are really idea, then it starts picking up, and depends on you, the individual, how dynamic you are. So, there's a lot for us to learn as Ghanaians, and there's a lot of to do, and we need to change our mindset. And I come back to the beginning that this is the reason why what you do is critical. These are life lessons. The stories people share on your platform are life lessons. I have read some of the comments, and I would say, so whoever that you interview, the comments, don't even think about it. There are good comments and there are not so good comments, because in life, there are people who want to be just heard because they can talk their whatnot. Ignore those people. And there are people who will give you a supportive message to enhance where you need to get to. And there's people who will also come into your AE to connect you with those other people that you need to AE. Now, who interviewed Abrokyire not too long ago. Nia yeka ni video no hasem no. To me, or a real estate agent to Ghana.
Oh yeah, they also best about few. Yes, before Becca started and crown on sa particular me who my interviews be, and me who few videos be young Crawford be making comments be I say me Abrokyire need any say typical one. Me share comments ni be me share na or no. I first time or second time I mean neighbor me show ni. Boy, no why not dream say or befi. But obi na dream say or no befi yen Ghana phone be catch and say I don't know about Ghana. I don't know about Ghana. I tell me bisas I don't know befi. I don't know befi. Nipa no say opeso befi. Musu mo catch and on trim on say ade o no. Ni expectation yes I net here. O Ghana no you okay. Oba Ghana no nchire no. O say mu kwa catch and say ni fia be before na ye no. O say nye ni fia be before na ye no. O no. O pese obefi. And our people there, me realize our people there no. They are saying say until him. So be befi this. And yeah, the way me person me can't, but I don't know how to put it. It's like we see Ghana and say Obiana and Honchre na because I've started Business Link, and if you see what people are doing in Ghana, Me was segment where me kasa business link for. Is it like yeah obia say yeah obia ho na no obia ho kire no Ghana na. Inti member Ghana, it's a Ghana the jabi wa ha. It's a Ghana.
So I will take you back to once a Russia and Ukraine a no. Before Bebre were disorganized. Abrofono epese eji wo mabrofono first a transport wo mabrofono ifi war zone ho uye bibinia wasem a secondary. Keep that in mind. Okay. Abrante your person bagane. Number one, let me say I really, really respect his decision. That is the smartest person from Ghana. Amate it will wear you very well. Now, when we say who is a man, he's a man.
Young penny for who baby say, if you are seeing her, obi ni ma, obi che. Why na chill? Say we pay IT, we de wonye, say we pay support. Slam Technology say your number one partner. Your office will US in ye, your office will Ghana so ye, your numbers ni kuhono. Say we share IT classes, we hear career coaching, we hear support for business cyber security. Free na your partner. Yaba wow. Slam Technologies, transformation with excellence.
He's made a very critical decision and he's very self-aware. Number one, he's very self-aware. He's very reflective. And he did say something also there. Ideas here. So a branch now didn't buy program. Everything everybody is saying is all that negativity. I want him to put it aside. Because when I listened to him and I made notes. And that is why I reached back to you that connect us together. Because that is the smartest human being I have seen who have assessed himself, reassessed his situation, and knows that when he returns, he knows exactly what to do and how to get back on his feet in Ghana and have his peace of mind and a peaceful mental health. That man is almost going through depression. If he doesn't get out of Canada, and he knows, and that is what he's saying. And he knows the solution to his problem. See, when you make up your mind, say this place is not for you, it is not for you. If he says this place is for me, and this is how I'm going to make it, then it's a different story. But his mind tells him, this place is not for me. Ghana is for me. In Ghana, this is what I was doing. I have the playbook in Ghana. I am going back to my playbook. Now, the only little thing I can add, say, there are oil real estate agents, there are real estate companies that are presenting Iwo Kromha. I think May 3rd, Saturday, some of the estates are having a show, Iwo Kromha. So this is where I say the skills that you are building Ghana, and you go to some of those programs, you network. And the question is, what are some of the lessons you've learned here? So you network, you speak to them. When you go to Ghana and somebody is looking for, they can connect you. Say, okay, I met you at this place. You are an honest guy. You know the real estate market in Ghana. You came to the real estate show in Canada. Now let's do business. So it depends on the people he meets and the people he connects with. So when I said link me up, I was going to link him up too and send him that information. If he can make sure to get to that program and do his connections and links with the real estate people in Ghana that are coming to Ghana now. I think that's a smart move.
I will let you talk to him because on they were making any negativity or no, we're making in mind. Obi on or say, yeah, fan a juma permanent crown or say on peobium. Or say on peobium and go for tiasi. Oh no, and yet Juman Oberman one of it now. Ninkobo the any Juman Nobel so on peobium.
You see, and this is it. Or for Ghana and become okay, and then come on vacation. And I yeti and the vacation betum. Na ya approve bi. Ya kase ya approve bi. And let me tell, I put in a vacation this June. Bemena, ya approve it 1 day and 1 night, and at the following day, no, you cancel a vacation, and the following night, you cancel vacation. Missy be too quiet. How am I going to travel? Go come. So who said ahano? When you're doing this, you are at the mercy of somebody else. Ghana no only any real estate, or any own boss. Or your own boss. So if he's not going to stay in the country, I really, really respect his decision. And that, I believe, is the smartest thing that he's doing for himself, for his health, for his mental health. And yes, I wouldn't have watiato. And say so a lot of young black men, from diabetes to hypertension, or stroke, or heart failure, heart attack, watiato. Yes, when you're 28, when you're 30 something, 40 something.
And I mean, will be a brochure for me who they be online, and away by young girls, young boys who would then overwork all in the name of the animal CHNCCA.
Because your bodies, our bodies keep stress.
About 2 jobs, about 3 jobs, hours or not.
Yes.
Because
and stress, accumulates on your body, and then your body needs to mean to me it lets go. So every decision we make, we need to be very attentive and cautious to it. Abrokyire is not for everybody.
But the way young Ghanaians may steady be able to say, "Obi can't broach no one can hear now say we are." Abrokyire hyping no, some way. Me steady on Abrokyire no hyping no problem.
Listen, I don't blame them.
If Canada bad, then we Ghana, and I'll be it looks like Adebakwa say, "Oh, make key point to be a me can't be as a young crofo on Munante, circle, a young crofo show man, and the circle, woman, and baby, and now what's Ghana, and the environment, and a circle now belong to no, and then there might be Okasasa. Because people who we see, people who we boys where we know, and Sanya man, sad idea we made Daniel Canada cry, sad in that. Until Ubeka so, Nanyame, Dani don't know what's on what to know. I am conforming membering and Yama Ocean and Yama Tini conform Nimo and conform Nantio.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, dreams. You almost yet Ghana, no. Your name said Ghana, no. And it says, I tell you, no, Biana, no, Tony, be watching Sana, Canada, no, so no. Canada, no, be so much.
And I make us say it's all in the planet.
Ghana, they are near cry, but people, yes, I know, and yes, enough people. Foreigners near dear tapi and yamani and yes, you complain say if a mindset no why do you say into why is a Ghana and you into has no she
exactly. At the end of the day, it is up to the individuals to make decisions. But in making decisions, may a little suggestion will be said. Don't look at it from only one area. Look at it from multiple angles. What is DJ Nyame? Okay, yeah, kasa nani ebuan so nemo kasa. Oti from Obenda Akonum. And I will say, listen, what Obenda Aku is doing is what North America, these other motivational people were doing, looking at practical steps to change people's mind, to see the value in what they have. And he's a great resource. They should also go look at him and Web Nation, that other guy. So Ghana has a lot to offer. Ghana has a lot to offer. But if you say, or if you minimize it now, you will not see it. But also, it comes back to Ghana for your attitude and our behavior. So, you can't want some sir. Say Ghana nya wanka sanka sana wonam hono. What attitude or behavior do you have? You got to check yourself first. Because a buohana nemfi chrono if you want kasa. And we say Ghana chrono, it is all of us that made Ghana. It is a Ghana nya. Naturally said, once you are part of the problem, ask yourself, how can I be part of the solution? And then create steps to find a solution. And so Mosi moja Ghana na mo betina Abrokyire na abrofo nso ja Abrokyire mamo na wo mo ba Ghana ye beba ha na ha krasin your friend said fina you know. So we got to check ourselves. We got to check ourselves.
Nana ya boa me da se onya oni e be kasa me de me kan me say omo mo aso.
So
ebeti
last point. I wanted to say this. You did say the stories that are told, say Ghana nye kra Ghana nye. I don't blame those that say that. And the reason why I don't blame is the number one, Bogafo, I'll take it back to history. Bogafo ne ba Germany. Ebi timi ba Canada ni adie no. Womo ba, they put Abrokyire on a very high platform and diminish Ghanaians. Oba, I'm gonna. Yeah, the credit card in the tree, in the year, in the abaye, who are the aka system, it will fear. So you leave that mindset, that impression, say a brochure is X, Y, and Z. And that is what is still lingering on. And some people are still dirty December. All these young people now ebani adiena. Officer wamuja na wasi kankasa wamude banas wamuchi credit card no mobile dirty December. Abe living large. Oba ye jumetria. So when you see that things are glittering, not all things that glitter is gold. Not everything sparkling is diamond. Many of these are fakes. Into Canada, DSA, and I met this girl from Canada. I met this guy from Canada, and this and this and that. By the time you realize, they are full of shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
Nana ya me da say oba SVTV Africa so me de me so momo asubeti me da say yenka say entu kwan obese otu kwan a tu kwan but hunu kre no say baby ami kwei say na tie your research bisa question finding out information and just in konena by heart okay what I say I say Ghana hakra ufi Kumasi oba akra uni mobia wa akra unkreska oba obedahin sa oba beninanam sa na tie oko bebia get information find out internet no ho make sure so nim sanya ma we nyina ansana bayana me catch am for say no wo sike bia opese wo move ko visit foreigner on to kwanfi ni chrome on Ghana straight no akase maka me nkobio omonye sada obeba Ghana Obe ebi woko opeso be invest and opeso be tena Ghana. Obeba Ghana be 2-3 times.
Yes.
Oba be networking. Oba be hwe krumo. Se na tie or the be make sure so for 1 or 2 contacts bi ni ade and sana later ko ba we who say oh before be na just obetena we who bibi nti na opeso tena. No abetena. Na wo de what say Canada udu ade duro airport die duro Canada ebe die duro usu akodi duro uremu wia story ni different omo na mo push you say bra no from na yes o mefa phone na omo na mo say hey bra udu ade oh hey udu obia fra omo de kan say be du mi nya be bi nda mi nya we nya challenge easy mi nya adwuma ye na hwe say omo be free wa but I am penokre no me kanokre ni kire o me kanokre natural in penokre no me say akwantu na ebie ni penny but before we took wine here is man na makabro for me say adequate preparation is way better than your destination.
That's right.
Bibia obey bia no prepare and sana and you say hey one way hey ayo hey for better be dem na came business when ayo hey onim bibia about the business no say skanashi yet you move sao bibia obey bia making sure say we are finding out information and sana was starting.
Do your research.
Yes, obi si dan po a obeji estimate ni nyina na say cost of the whole building ebe with the labor and we ebe cost me saying oh ebe cost me say okay me sika e say ene mun ye na ndu say
Yeah.
no say odu baby a obesa atua so because who cost no but on budget on planning o tell ya say you go shout okay nana me da say nana social media handles so mo be say uchi am na menja ho
Oh. Where the adofo ewo Ghana Lord have mercy. I'm pulling a blank. Kwesi Mafo. Kwesi Mafo ene mebushia yiminua bema kweku odai minta and your friend say me buddies are many call high school and we still talk Chris and Karen all the others. Hey, Miniaba, Mabna, my one and only sister, who still tolerates me.
oh squad nana social media handles no dey
Oh, YouTube, Nana ya boa podcast, LinkedIn, Philjo Multimedia, and a Facebook, either Philjo Multimedia and I Nana ya boa podcast. Nina ube hume. Oye at Nana ya boa. Ya boa ni YEBOAA. Yabua into I will pop up whatever books I've written or interviews I've done, etc. They will all pop up.
nana
Yes.
that's why me wish you all the best say oba e oni e be kasa e utie nana ya yeboa e wo ma me ne ba nkoma e di utie a tie ni ya tro bibi film fa ba bi wo e be boa obi anga say me show so from day one me started till now me discourage you say into kwan but me try say don't listen to what they are saying keke no ama bag so na oko bebre don't say any better omo nka the other side na nkyerɛ me na nakasa o kan nyina tobo bisa questions make contacts build a network a thing so person ko tena ma kro no enwuma ben na obetimi anya enwuma ben na obetimi aye so ko school ye courses a wi a obenya ho enwuma aye o skill bi na ko rema Ye top ups, ye courses bi. Many be mukasa more skill or ye more Abrokyire. Who they are many omukasa, you see the omukasa, yes. Ye bibi. Ye Ghanaians bi so oma komanim ye doctors near there go school. Ye top ups go school. But they also go hustle. Anyway. Ebi ne obaya adwin, ebi ne onya adwin, but omo person mutie no beti. You can make it anywhere in this life. Adwin we. To Madam Production team ase.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job, then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
This Airbnb in Dansoman Estates, Accra, is only $40 a day and offers all the amenities for a comfortable stay. It is also conveniently located 30 minutes away from the airport. We also have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments for long-term rental at Englishi, Amamprum, 15 minutes to the Wejitogo and the West Hills Mall going for 1,500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis only. Call Parry Group on 053-866-3532, 053-866-3532. This is Parry Group of Companies.